Okay, so just trying to catch up on the Master of Destiny tournament. I thought a little bit of a review of some of the matches that we got, and I was just sort of having a look at it, and let me just So we've got this match is actually going live tonight. A terrible idea against Inner Beauties. So what I was thinking is it might be good to just sort of cover the round of 16 in 2 episodes. So I'll probably do this side tonight, and then I'll find a time to do the other side. Now within it we've got one match here, Dark Justice against Perp. Perp has left the tournament. Unfortunately there was a bit of a scheduling mix-up, I guess you'd describe it as, and rather than reschedule, we've encountered some problems. So unfortunately that is the Dark Judges. I think that's the Uber Undead team. So they will get a bye. That's going to be a 1-0 result. I just don't want to kind of have a team that I think they were like 2,200 or something like that anyway. Have kind of too much of an easy run. So let me just look at this. Oh, there we go. Lovely. So let me get rid of that as well. Okay. Jolly good. I've just done that so it covers the scores, so that when we go into the game, see. So with a terrible idea against Inner Beauties, I thought I'll have a look at one of the first match, Grubnick's Boys against Where Orcs Dare, and then after that maybe check in the game, see the progress, see where they are with it, and then if there's time, have a look at Greentown Gut Squishers against Avid as well. So let's start by going to Grubnick's Boys, go into watch replay. And I'll just have a look and give you my thoughts as we go. Let's remove that. Okay, jolly good. Alright, so we've got Eck and Grubnick's Boys. And Podium Where Orcs Dare. So orc on orc action, so I imagine a bit of a slugfest. Oh, got Ripper making an appearance, which is great, one of my favourite stars. And the Orc Chainsaw, well, I never quite know what his name is. Be interested if there's any bribes or anything like that along the line as well. Let's get some skills up. Oh, it's a bit busy, isn't it? So what have we got? We've got Pony of Doom has got a bribe, and Eck +1 fame. Apo on both sides. And it looks like who's won the toss here? Where Orcs Dare chose to kick. So, alright, we're trying to defend, and X going to try and push up, I suppose. Okay. Let's see what happens. What is his name? Ugroth, that's it. Okay, speed things up a little bit. Okay, immediately. Okay, taking a hit. No coverage with the ball to start with. Interesting choice. Okay, so obviously just trying to protect. Why is that happening? Don't want it to auto. Not auto essential. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Okay. So not much going on. Oh, we've got to break it. Whoa. Okay, as soon as I say not much going on, obviously not what gets injured. And that was just a badly hurt, I think. No, missed next game. Okay. So if Paladin of Doom makes it through this round, that would be a big miss. Black Hawk, big bit of strength. Okay, let's see whether Paladin of Doom can hit back at all. Okay, straight in with Ripper. That makes sense. Just to push. And blocking it up. Okay, putting the Lodge on the Troll, just trying to soak up the Troll, take him over here, I imagine. Okay, so big battle here, I imagine. You can actually just frenzy Ripper off. Okay, so we might have a blitz. I know the blitz is going there. Okay, he wants to keep the Troll in action. Whoa! Jesus. So that was a dead blitzer. Apo does his job. They can put someone here and get one die. A Ripper. Push him over this way. And maybe get him out of the game. So already it looks very much uphill for the opponent doing where orcs get there, I think they were called. I mean, what they really need to do, is push up here and try and get some pressure. How close can he get? Okay, he's just trying to cut it off. It might be worth the go for it here. Nope, just trying to manage the situation. I mean, really, where orcs, they're already down a significant amount of TV before even going into this match, and then to lose a player straight off the line and then to lose another one so soon really puts the pressure on. Okay, so he's trying to get in there, trying to make something happen, because otherwise, what are you going to do? And I think there might be a dodge coming through. Yeah. Okay. So that's quite nice. The problem is the thrower can sort of come around here and possibly a handoff. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, doing that. I can see that as well. And then the Black Hawk is going to hit him, and then he's going to come back, hit there. And then the thrower can move up and be reasonably safe. There we go. Just go back into cage. 1, 2, 3, and just one go for it to get in there. Oh, it's just in the eye cage, okay, and just surround him with the guard so there's no decent hits, and it's a blodger. So I'm just going to mess around with the settings and see whether I can stop the camera moving, because it's a bit annoying. I don't think it's any of these. No, it's not that. I don't know why it's doing that. It's control mode. No, don't know. Okay, we'll just have to see. Just trying to pin him down. Trying to force the dodge. Get to him in. Okay, so Rippin needs to stay there. No? Okay. Because I was just wondering whether we might move someone in and try and blitz around here and then get the push, but I imagine for the amount of resource that needs to go into that, it's just easy just to do the dodge. Okay, here we go. So now this is a one die. No, if I missed the guard there. Ah, yeah. I mean, what can you do against that? That sort of deaths, that is crazy. I mean, that is Grubsticks Boys really stamping on the game. Setting down a marker for the tournament. I mean, there's a lot of orcs around, but I mean, it would appear that AV9 don't matter to this lot very much. So it's two of two subs. So the other problem that Pony of Doom now has is if, as it's looking, X scores in 8, the chainsaw will come on and will be there for one turn. Guess he does have the bribe. So 1 in 6 of that failing. I mean, the way that Nuffle's looking at this game, that might just fail. Okay, he's doing well, just trying to cover and get back where he can. From here, orc on orc, when you're underskilled, I just don't see any recovery. The only thing that you can really do is just sort of throw a ton of dice and hope for the best. But he really needs removals, and X got 2 in the reserve box. Look, he can just sort of go where he wants, do what he wants. The numbers just aren't there, so it's just going to end up surrounding them, and it will just sort of, all the momentum will be with Beck, and kind of where orcs there, they will just end up receiving more and more hits, and eventually they lose more, won't they? Okay. I know Ripper's in quite a vulnerable position as well. And what might happen with Ripper if they get him down, it might be worth a foul. I don't know if there's a dirty player anywhere, I don't see one. But look, here's quite an easy surf. I think about turn 7-1. Oh, you don't even need to surf with that, do you? Just brutal. Need to move the thrower up. There we go, quite an easy score. But now he's passing it as well. You've got a blitzer here. Okay, so he would skill. Edge 4. Be interesting to see what he would take next. Again, Ripper just trying to kind of get someone down. That's unfortunate. So that's the sort of thing that happens, isn't it? Where he's just sort of surrounded. There's no good blocks anywhere. And I imagine, well, X got 2 rerolls. He might do a few things here. See if he can get enough one off. He's got the strength 4 over here. Okay, so strength 4. Okay, mighty blow on Ripper. With Frenzy. Down he goes. Okay, he's alright and runs it into the score. Okay, that's just really hard to do anything against. I mean, those injuries, I mean, the AV9 should be holding up a bit better than that. It's just the way you go. I mean, and the Apo's gone as well. Okay. So like I said, the chainsaw has to come on for the 1 turn. That will go through the bribe. How many has he got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's still got 10. So it's not impossible to stall that out for 8 turns. If he could get like an injury or 2 early, if the saw could do some good things. Okay. Makes ball handling much harder. I mean, it doesn't really matter for this turn. That's a good thrower. Got the break, but nothing more. So he's avoiding using this. I mean, he could foul with the saw. I wouldn't suggest it's a good idea. I'd rather move in him and get the foul with the lineman. I'm sure that's what will happen here. Nope. Okay, just to pause it there. See, there's no real need for this, I think. Now he rolled a 3, so he got through. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 armor. Now, true, that would not have broken armor without the chainsaw, but anything above a 1 and a 2 there would break. Now, the chainsaw not only has to roll a 1 to avoid the 1 here, to get past her to stop him, well, first off, not being able to foul and injuring himself, but then there's 2 more chances that he could just be sent off. Now, you lose your bribe at that point, then bribe's already gone, isn't it? Yeah. Oh no, maybe because you're going to need to use the bribe anyway in the next turn, aren't you? So I can see why it's doing, but I think there's much more value in just fouling with the line orc and keeping the chainsaw safe. And a pass just to finish off the half. Okay, Mary Ellison get through. So 1-0 at the half. Eck and Grubnick's boys very much in control. Okay, so there goes the bribe. Bribe was accepted. I mean, you can see how these orcs are sort of mixed match. If you look at all the mighty blow, so no real mighty blow on the team. Obviously, he's brought Ripper in, gives him one, but that's your loner, isn't it, as well? I'll be using Ripper as much as possible to blitz, but I'll probably be going for the strength 3 pieces rather than strength 4, and wherever possible get an assist. This team also, let's have a look. Yeah. So this team also lack guard, don't they? So you can see how those all a developing team, and in the rain as well, it could very easily all go wrong. Let's just get the. Why is it? There we go. Okay. Another break. No injury, and here comes the blitz into Black Orc. Just push. If I was Ek, I would be trying to get rid of Ripper, because I think Ripper is the only real kind of threat to the team. Unfortunate. So 3-3, yeah. Okay, he seems to be doing that. He's having a go at Ripper. Gets him down. And on the break. So a couple of things have happened there. And so they've got him down while the ball's on the floor and stunned and over to the side. So if they can get round and punch through, then they can isolate Ripper completely, and he becomes much less of a threat. So I would be looking to then be trying to punch through here and building up a screen, and you're kind of shepherding them over this way. And from there you can just come and squash them against the side, and there's nowhere really for them to go. So I think Blitz hasn't come yet, so yeah, I would like to see the Blitz come through here, and maybe the strength 4 to come down this way, and a bit of basing. You already start basing, it's kind of that thing, isn't it, where you're basing, you kind of want to go kind of all in, or you want to not do it at all. If you like, I've seen it a lot where people do like a halfway measure, where you base kind of half the players. And that's not good, because it just allows you to receive a lot of hits without really putting much pressure on. So let's see where he blitzes. Okay. Perhaps he's worried about the saw more. Okay, another break. Push. Okay, so that's really good, bringing him around there. Go for it, might be nice just to put a little bit more pressure on. So I like this as well. I like this. From Penny. Creating the screen suggests that he's going to try and pick the ball up and maybe go somewhere like here, because you can see the blitz is coming over here. Now, the saw is kind of unprotected, but he might be hitting and then trying to bring him in. So what he's trying to do is move the play back to where Ripper is, so he keeps Ripper relevant. So what I was saying before about blitzing through and coming and trying to screen up here would make this impossible, and it would mean that they would have to they'd be forced to go up this way. Let's see what happens here. It's a good blitz target. Strength 4. Why not? Unfortunate. And unfortunate again. I mean, you're uphill already, aren't you? And then you receive some very unlucky injuries, and then you can't even kind of pick up the ball. I would imagine that Ugroth is now off the pitch as well. He's next to a strength 4 block, mighty blow. Mate, he's just about staying on. Okay, so now we've got the screen all the way across, ball on the floor in the rain. The only option I see, let's just see what happens here. He might bring him around to base here. No, the only option I see is try and pick up the ball, get the ball to him, and leg it as much as possible. I thought this. Okay. Okay, he's finally picked up the ball. Okay. Yeah. I mean, like it's a massive gap. I realise that there's not much you can do against the dice and things like that, but that's really what this guy comes around here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go for it. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. So he decided not to go for the ball. He decided just to make it really difficult. I mean, I don't really see where orcs there go from here, but another one goes off the pitch, and that's going to happen just with the amount of hits they're taking. I think it would have been reasonably easy to take this carrier out, get the ball on the floor again. You can still do all this stuff, you can still put all this pressure on. Unfortunate again. So important reroll. He's just trying to run and hope for the best at this point. So flips. Okay. So we got one. No, this is here. Okay. This might be a dodge anyway. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, the one dice aren't really working out. I just wonder whether it might have been worth trying to bring him back over here. I know it's a lot of dice because you're dodging and then they go for it and another dodge. But just to try and fill this gap a little bit. Okay, and then it's just going to going to escalate from this point, isn't it? So bring him in and then 2 dice into 1. Yeah. orcs down. They're pretty powerless. That's a ripper. Get hit here. Then we're looking at a dodge. So that'd be 6 to pick up when they're in 2 tackle zones. It's very difficult. But what he might just try and do is just pop in there, because at least that way you've got 3 tackle zones on the ball. Is that a foul? Yeah. Okay. So they are putting up a bit of a fight. So that's a really nice blitz, isn't it? It's just clearing off. That's perfect. And then you've got your agility guy just here, just to come down, and he can just be over here. Well, now he's moved here. I guess he will just come over here, because these guys are too far out of position. Orcs are painfully slow. That was a very short term, wasn't it? I mean, that was all he could really do, because he had to come and get the 2 dice on him. But even then, there's no kind of real recovery options. It might have made sense to at least try and bring him over. Okay, and then just come down. And it's just sort of going through the motions for these last. Really, this one was decided pretty early with those kind of removals that Grubsticks boys had very early. Was it kind of like turn 1, turn 2? It was kind of like 2 or 3 that just went off the pitch, and that just allowed him to kind of steamroller his opponent in this match. I think both coaches have played well. Yeah, but sometimes there's just nothing much you can do. Okay, and that was the final result. So 2-0 to Grubsticks boys, and they progress. Let me just put this up. And let's just update that. There we go. Okay. Yep. 2-0. Pretty comprehensive, but it's kind of what orcs do, isn't it? So let's just have a look. Okay, and let's see how the live match is getting on. We might jump in there. Okay, let's see if we can find them. Okay. Here we go. Still 0-0. So this is let's go back to the start, shall we? Okay, so we've got Pyro, and he's got some fresh rats on show here. As you can see, no additional skills. Against Chunkstar and Nurgle. They're quite baby Nurgle. There's no tackle on the team. We've got strength and the block. I mean, all the warriors have block. That's quite nice. Beast's got stand firm. Yep. And we've got a hitter as well. What's Pyro got? We've got, who's that? So he's taking Glart for the claw. Have a go. So he'll be blitzing with him quite a lot. And we've got a wizard, and that looks like about it. So let's see. Okay. Oh, here we go. So it looks like the rats are defending first, to me. It's not actually showing me who won the coin flip. So one gutter runner on the bench. Two blitzers on the edge. Thrower, 3 gutter runners, and Glart. Ready to do Glart things. So Glart strength 4, block, claw, juggernaut. Okay, nice weather. Nice deep kick, no sure hands, 3 rerolls. Got +2 fame, so if Chunkstar obviously gets, you know, pitch invasion, or will probably win all the reroll results when it comes up. But I would imagine, as Nurgle, he'd be hoping for not too many kickoffs. That's your standard hits to start with. He's coming down after a blitzer or storm vermin, just to push, and the killer will no doubt retreat. Okay, didn't take the follow up hit, just wants to hold the line. He's a bit wary about the rats getting round him, I think. Left the loner out there for the hit. Yeah. So I imagine the blitz is going to come here and then try to get this gut runner down, put a bit of pressure on. Has block. So that makes it harder to get round. Probably quite like to be able to use that square, but not to be. So maybe there's a change of plan there. Right. So obviously Chunkstar wants no part of this, goes up the other way, and going for the cage. don't know what's going on here, but it's gone a bit weird. I'm sure there was a wizard there before. So I imagine Pyro will be. Let's just see what happens here. Okay, armor break, nothing more. So still very much holding position. I thought we might try and get the beast down on one of these gutter runners. Whoa. Okay, pass the lane and reroll. So the rats are just sort of floating around, and with this mysterious wizard in play, Chunk will be very concerned that he doesn't leave any gaps where the Gutwings can come in and escape with the ball. So it's just so fast, and Nurgle that they just don't recover very well. Okay, escape tentacles, just to fall over. Now what we might do here is blitz this piece and put the beast in here, cover 2 gut runners. No, he's got over there, okay. I guess beast could still go in here or over here. Where's it going? Oh, to neither of them. Okay. So Chunky is obviously just using the beast to kind of block things off. I think he's a bit wary of giving any hits as well. Now what is Glart moves 7, so he is fast. Might have Glart possibly come around this way. I think one of the things to bear in mind as Nurgle against a team like, well, as Skaven against a team like Nurgle, I mean, is that Nurgle definitely do not want the quick score, right? So you can afford to do this, you can afford to move around, you can afford to adjust your positioning, because you know that they're not going to push up too much. If they do, you can squash them, right? Okay, failed dodge there. So I'm sure Pyro will be very pleased that at this point all the rats are still on the pitch. Have I spoke too soon? No. Still on the pitch. So he might just go straight forward at this point. Yeah, and just a pretty secure cage. Another hit. I'm just going to base him and bring him up just for a bit of extra protection. But that makes sense as well, doesn't it? It kind of takes Glart out of the game a bit. Because what Glart wants to be is hitting the high value targets. So the Warriors, the Pestigores, the Beast, if you can get enough assists. Okay, some more pushes. So with the gutter runner staying there, we might have just hit him down here, pop him there. I imagine this guy's just going to come up and base Glart again next turn. Can he escape? No. So now we've got a gut runner next to a beast, and next to a block might blade. Coming through. Might just hit with a pestigore. Move him back, pop him on the beast. So while the beast is there and you've got these guys pinned, not feeling the need to do anything. I imagine we've got one trying to escape again. Okay, nice hole created, and took the dodge on. That's unfortunate. If we come back here. Oh, what's going on here then? We've got another one. Oh, unlucky. But look at that, got two gut runs on the ball, kind of screened off. That was really nice. Wizard still in hand. Where's the third gutter runner? There's only three on the pitch. There. Okay. Put guard here. Okay, so that makes sense, doesn't it? So just trying to block off the escape. They have 3 turns though. If they can get the ball and get around this way, chain push. Okay. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. Might just try and grab it. Would not be awful. The pickup is the big one. Maybe a dodge here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A blitz. So you block that off. Oh no, you've got guards here. It's a puzzle. Here's the blitz. Where is it going? Okay. Coming around there. Guard here is a problem. Because there is no... That'd be red dice against block with might blow. I can only imagine maybe miss the guard, hence the blitz, and because that was my immediate first thought as well. Just try and scatter the ball. You get the ball, any of these, yeah. So 3 out of 7. Got him. Did the warrior just catch it? Yeah. Okay, that's not what the rats need at all, is it? I think I must have missed something though, because if guard was here, is he strength? Oh, he's strength 4. Of course he is. There's nothing much to be done from that position. Yep. Free up a gutter runner. I mean, it probably looks like the warrior will score this half, and maybe the rest what they want to do from that point is score quickly and then turn them over maybe with a wizard. A wizard sort of this half doesn't have much value because you've got all 3 gutter runners down here. I mean, yeah, sure, you've got Forge the lineman. So just stand Forge the lineman here. But then it's agility 3, isn't it? It's kind of trying to you're really trying to push it. It wouldn't be the best opportunity. Yes, it can come off, and yes, he's got a reroll. But as if I was playing as the rat, I would say, well, okay, you score. I will have a go at my 1 turn. I might get that in, and then we're 1-1, and I'm starting with a wizard. If not, I'm going to try and score as quickly as possible, push down the flank, score in maybe 3, and then I've got my wizard to overrun you when the game gets tighter in the second half. It's quite an interesting one, isn't it? Because there's not much in the way of there's no removals so far, and kind of like it's a bit surprising because the rats are AV7 and they've taken quite a few hits already to not even get a knockout. I think that the chunk will feel a little bit disappointed about that, but you know, that's the way it goes sometimes. It's for some games you can hit and hit and hit and nothing happens, so it makes it quite nice and tactical. And you can see it all through the game. The Nurgle just trying to push up, trying to sort of cage it, get it secure, and you've got the rats just sort of floating around all the time. So he needs to clear Rat off. So we've got a 1 die here, up against block and claw, though. But that's the only person you can really get in. Like, you could blitz here, but then he's stuck as well. Maybe you blitz the Storm Vermin, base up this gutter runner, take the 1 die at that point, and then move up. Having a good old think about it. Okay, so you didn't get the knockdown that you needed. Makes it a bit dicey, doesn't it? I don't think you can put in the extra assist and protect the ball. effectively. I think he's probably going to want to come over here. No, he's staying still. He's blitzed already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That leaves him one short. So that means that you're looking at like a handoff or some Nurgle ball play of some sort. Again, having to think using the timer. Feeling under pressure. One, two, three, four. He's in range. Another break, no removal. He's in range. He's in range. I mean, he's technically in range, but I wouldn't fancy being left having to rely on this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think the blitz might be here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go for it for the hit. I think he'd like to base here as well, though. We might get a 1 die. Because the other thing he wants to do is take this guy. If he can base him, and take this guy out as well. Again, having a good old thing. This is the key one, isn't it? That's the most obvious scorer. Yeah, but like the rats just need to be careful that they're not leaving any chain push on here. You know. Okay, so he's going to base him, I assume. Nope, so base for strength 4. I think this was a problem, wasn't it? You know, not getting the knockdown. Maybe when this warrior blitzed in on the storm vermin, didn't knock him down. He was looking for the knockdown and then bringing the other assist for 2 dice and then move up. But that didn't happen. It created a difficulty here. He didn't want to take the 1 die, which meant that the only hit was here, because otherwise you don't want to be dodging with your warrior. And from there you're out of range. So I wonder whether the 1 die might have been a better option, but then like that comes up a skull, and it's really not. Comes up a skull or a both down, and it really is not a better option. Okay, so basing him and also trying to cover here. Okay, beast goes there. I wonder whether he might have. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I wonder if he might have just sort of based this guy as well. Yeah, just there. Obviously, at risk of the surf, but it might have had value. I think. Okay, there's a couple of options, isn't there? One, clear this off, cover one of them, blitz. Thing is, you're looking at an agility 2 ball play any way you go. Alright? Because you can't. He hasn't gone, has he? No. He's got a 1 die there actually. So you might need to do that. Clear this off. Get someone in there. Blitz. Get in zone and then. No, he had gone. I don't see anything but the handoff. Realistically, is going to work. Okay, so Grant sticks around. So he must have realised by now that he's out of range, and this is what he needs to do. So it's a 4+, he hasn't used the reroll yet. That's a 75%, and then just 2+, 2+. I wouldn't do anything else. No one's in scoring range. I mean, possibly move him up. Get 2 dice, possibly. But then you get double skulls and you're pretty screwed. Where's he going? Turn 8. Has he miscounted the turns? Oh dear. Chunk. What's happened there? I think you think it's turn 7, don't you? I can't see why else you would do that. Because there's no scoring for it, so there's no kind of downside to having a go at the score there. Oh dear. Claw on the beast. Nothing. Okay, I'm just going to pause it. I'm going to grab another bit. Look. Right. Yeah, so that really changes the whole game, actually, because now the rats will be receiving. They have a wizard, they have all their players. I quite fancy them from that position. Okay, and that's a knocked out Pestigore. Might not come back. Let's see where this wizard's gone. So weird. Okay. I can only think that Charlie must have forgotten. I wonder if he's put anything in Discord. Let's just have a look. No. No. No, I don't see anything here. He's probably he'd be kicking himself so much, right? Pestigore come back? Yeah, it did. Okay. Let's switch the view. Yeah, I'm sure there was a wizard here, right? I haven't seen that before where that happens. Like I don't watch a huge amount of replays, but I've never seen that before. The other thing that's been happening is like I've lost my camera control where it should be not moving unless I move it, but it seems to be following players. So a couple of weird things have happened. That and the Nurgle being unable to hurt other rats. Of course. I'm not sure about the 3 warriors on the line here. If that was me, I would probably put Glart on one of the sides, blitz this fella, or that fella, and then you get a 2 dice with Claw on a warrior. You get rid of one of them, gives you a chance to get the other ones down. There we go. So now it's even easier to get 2 dice on a warrior with Claw. You're on the sides, and you should be able to knock. The guard one is the main one, isn't it? The difficult one. So I would probably be aiming for this fella, just because I want Glart away from this mighty blow, or away from the mighty blow and the beast. Got awful gut runners. Because I think before the rats might have been thinking that they want to score quick. I'm not sure that's necessary now. I think they can sort of stretch this out and kind of they can use their movement, go from side to side, and have the Nurgle team kind of chasing them a bit. Now, of course, that can backfire, like with AV7, and you just receive a few hits, and all of a sudden you're down to 6-7 players, and it looks very different. Okay, this setup definitely suggests not a quick score. There's no push down either side. It's very balanced. What I might do differently is maybe take this gut runner off the line and this line rat off the line. There's no need to have them on the line. So you get perfect defense and they kind of get in their face. Okay, get the ref. Okay, it's a nice kick though. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Go get it with sure hands, or probably we go with the gut runner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. I don't know which of those. And what you can also do with the bribe is potentially hit the warrior into here, and you can get quite a nice tasty foul if he's not removed already. Foul appearance hasn't. I don't think it's made. There's been any foul appearance rolls so far, so there might be due one. Okay, so he's going with the thrower. Blitz here. Just a push. Push him away. So that changes this quite a lot. Could really done with a knock. If that was a knockdown, he could really do some things. Yeah, all he would need would be to move an assist in, and then you got 2 dice here straight away, and then you just need 1 more assist, and you get another one here. Going for the 1 die. Okay, so he wants the guard. He wants the guard. So he's coming in. Maybe a gut runner. Do that. Okay. Maybe there's no foul happening. Got a +3 assist foul. Yeah, there we go. Nope. 9, 1 short. Unfortunate. Good try. Okay, so it's a nice wide line, isn't it? So that's always really, really good. There might actually be a pass here, yeah. That's really good against slow teams. If you bunch up too much, then they love it, right? And then they're just going to sort of squeeze you. Okay, this is stupid. Might get a blitz on one of these gutter runners. That's 3 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we go for? I would blitz here and hold the line. We've got a bit of basing going on. Again, it's that thing I was saying earlier on. I think now that he's done that, you want to move them all in. Okay, so that's happening. So actually, it might be 1, 2, 3, 4, and blitz here for 3 dice. You can move him in as well with the guard centralised like that. Creates a lot of questions here, doesn't it? It's kind of makes it hard for the rats. They have to do something. Don't want to dodge them all the way. So then what are you actually going to do? cover back just in case. He's not the. I mean, he's an okay safety. It's better than not having one, I guess. In case they just decide, let's here, move the ball 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 4, 6, there, and away he goes, and then move this guy round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and they're gone, aren't they? That's the thing. You probably need him there to protect anything like that happening, but you're still leaving this gap. It's so hard to stop them going and just sort of breaking through. So that's what I was saying, I guess, before. Yep, you did have this play here. Yep, there's the 3 dice. Nope, doesn't work. Is that a reroll? It shouldn't be, but I think it might be quite frustrating for Chunk at this point that he can't get any of them off the pitch. And the good thing about it, went for it. Okay, let's see if it pays off. Armour break. Okay, got one. So obviously all he needs to do is just use a reroll and that will get him off the pitch. He needs to bring him back. Because the gut runners are over here. Yeah? 1, 2. I'll go even further back than that. I'll go here. Or here. Don't think anything is going to happen this way. So where's the ball going? The ball is not going here, is it? Especially that, because that sort of ties them up completely. Got this guy. So this is the problem. Double base. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I would double base now. He's in 1 disturbing presence and 1 base. That will make any sort of handoff actually a 4+. Looking at how Pyro's played, he likes to play the averages, so I don't think he would go for that. I might be completely wrong. You know. If this guy runner can get down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, go. This line, which he can, blitz here, and away he goes. And all you've got here is you've got a Pescar 1, 2, 3, 4, fishing for a power. What you want a knockdown and then the base. Yeah? Base him, get him out of the game. Hand off down here. Then this guy comes around and bases here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then you're looking at 4+, 3+, and then you need a power. Okay, just the push. That might change the plan. I'm not sure. I wouldn't fancy the 4+ with agility 3 around here, and you've got all these players based. You might just hold off and have another go next turn. Yeah, so that's all he's done. He's just thought, now's not the time. That being knocked down, that might have been okay, and then you've got some foul appearance happening over here. So this is quite interesting, isn't it? Because, I mean, the rats are still in a pretty secure position, but for the Nurgle team, they've been quite happy that this didn't work out. And the question is, how do you get any pressure on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? See, it's so far back that you haven't got any numbers. I think we're going to see some dodging, agility free dodging. You've got two, you've got one storm vermin. Okay, that's a bold 1 die. He could come around here potentially, and then you've got another 1 die. I think this storm vermin, you're looking at a dodge, aren't you? Okay, you got 3. So you need to get the beast in there as well next turn. So this is a decoy. You might be looking to protect the gutter runners a little bit, but that is definitely not what they're going for. I think again he's trying to get the ball to this fella, who's then going to run up, which is why he's screened off here. There's limited things that they can do. I think he's hoping that in the beauties come around here and maybe blitz this guy. Now I think there is a blitz here, but you go 1, 2, and then 3, 4. Yeah, and then you bring the beast. Then you bring the beast in to tie this one up, and you kind of double base here. So assuming that he goes down, so 1, 2, knocking down there, 3, 4. He comes round here, he comes to there. Beast goes 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you've got these two gut runners are basically tied up. So this one is double based and in disturbing presence. You've got one back here, not really in the game because it's the ball carrier. Okay, it's going for this. Let's see how this goes. The other thing to bear in mind is Pyro still has the wizard in hand. So if this sort of cat and mouse play continues, we'll get to sort of turn 6 maybe, and then get to turn 6, and then the wizard will come in and that will create a hole and away he will go. Beast in here. So we've got 1 base and in 1 disturbing presence. The Glark can actually come around this way, can't he, this time? 1, 2, 3, 4. Five, 6. Then we've got this guy around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can base him, but not is in a stronger position. But you can leave that till later, can't you? So you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, knock down, 5, 6, 7. Bring the ball up to him. It's a 3+, and then away you go up here, and then he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then go for it. And from there, not only have you got the ball in a nice position, you might actually be able to stall. Okay. Okay, that's very nice. That changes it. Just move them back. Yep. Hard to dodge through here. He might want to bring another warrior over here. Here. Get another stink on him. I think the way it's going now, there goes another one. The way it's going now, the rats need to do something quick. Like, they've held on really well, but now it's 3 off. I just would have liked him over here. Okay, let's see what Pyro does. Okay, going with the plan. Got him. Moving up there. You're just not going to be able to base this guy, but he will still need a POW, and he should be moving up here. Maybe you want him here. Yeah, I think he wanted to knock him down there and then use his movement to go here just to sort of screen off a little bit. Okay. It's been a really tactical match, and you can see it because it's all positioning. Like bribes, fouls just haven't happened. But they've both got that bribe. Okay, so that's a bold go for it, I think. And gutter runner's going as well. So we go in here. Huh. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he's in range. I'm just trying to have a look, see if there's a chain push of some sort on, but I don't think there is. So, obviously out of position. So these guys need to be coming back. I can't see them switching around. So what you need is some sort of screen. So he's going to go down here. He's going to come in here. He's going to knock him down. He's going to come round, hit him in the screen, and then you've almost got like your columns in place. So what you don't want is to leave this passage open so he can just sort of run through. So yeah, he's going to definitely need to come round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So the line is sort of here. So you also need to block this area off as well. And let's see what chunk goes for. You'd also get the beast in here, couldn't you? That might actually be better. Move the beast. In here, and then move the assistant, and then you've got the beast tiling these two up. So you've got this guy who you need to dodge. So actually you've only got like these 4 that you have to deal with, and then your screen should be okay to cover that. Now, gutter runners. Oh, okay. Okay, got the POW. I'm not sure about that because I think it's just going to be hard to get around to cover. Now, he might just sort of go, right, I'm going to get in your face. But you've got strength 4 Glart here. Okay. I've moved another one. In many ways, it's unfortunate because really he wanted that space filled. So the ideal result then would have been a stun, block this off. But at the moment, you've got a blitz here, haven't you? And these are slow. The only one who can really get round is this guy. So you need to clear this one out of the way first. See, I would have liked that to happen first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think this is enough. It's my instinct. And he's now moved all his players away from the beast. I guess this one can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 could be the assist, and then he comes in here. But all he needs splits him off, and then there's a couple of go for it's. And it's only both those knockouts come back with the wizard in hand. I think the Nurgle would be struggling. It's that thing, isn't it? Like the rats haven't really died, you know, so they just do their thing, and it's really hard to, as a slow team, it's really hard to protect against them. See, again, here, he should be pushed down here, and then you can bring the beast in, and you've got tentacles on these 2 players. At the moment, where does the beast go? Right? Go here. Don't know how much that helps. Okay. Still think we're going to get the blitz. the question is, does he run it in? I don't see how he doesn't. Maybe take this guy out, but he can't dodge through. I think he's got to go for the score. Yep. There we go. Rat's doing rat things. Wizard in hand. Both knockouts come back. Vestigor stays out. And see what the Nurgle can do from there. They've got 5 to score in, which isn't awful, but then you're heading into extra time, aren't you? Overtime. You don't really want to be up against a team like Rats going into overtime. What have we got? We've got 1 Pestigor on the pitch, and that's also the hitter. That knockout not come back is huge. You can bulko with a rotter, but you really don't want to. Okay, yep, he's going with the rotter. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, of all things, the Rats are outnumbering the Nurgle. Yep. So it's 10 versus 11. Okay, just changes weather. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chunk is also on 1 reroll to 3 for Pyro. Which, if we do go to overtime and it actually gets the kicks, then obviously rerolls come into it, and you want to be maintaining your rerolls. So that was the problem where the killer sort of reroll. Yeah, I think they were both removals, but actually when you get to this point and you've got 5 turns and you're 1 down and you haven't got any ball handling skills, and you've got players without block as well, then you might find that you're short. I know I've been there, and okay. Okay, just a stun. I wonder whether we've set up for a foul there as well. Bring the beast in here, but he's got 1 more. Yep, so the beast has got to go here, I imagine, and then this guard, 1, 2, 3, comes in for support. So you're tagging up the 2 guard runners, but also you need to protect the beast against Glark, or that will happen, and you don't do any of it. So I guess they're thinking about pushing down this side. You've got your fastest piece here. That'd be your number one target. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or possibly just stand him up and hit here. With the speed, you can get back. Okay, covering the ball before a pick-up. Nope, there it goes. That's not a reroll. That's not a reroll. Thinking about it. No, that's the last reroll. I would not have gone for that myself. I guess he's worried that the rats come round this way and swarm and get in here. But I think that reroll has to be kept. Wisdom in hand as well, and moving your agility 3 backwards rather than forwards when you need to score reasonably quickly. So this guy now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. So he needs to find 4 squares of movement on him, or he's looking to score on this Pestigore. I would imagine that this loner rotter wouldn't be able to do so, and you have to break through a wizard as well. So the blitz is going to be on here, but if you come around all the way here or come through, yeah, that's the right blitz. Right, if this is a break removal, that's going to be really hard. Okay. Yeah, I just, it's looking good for the rats. I think Chunk, at the end of the first half, forgetting what turn it is a classic Blood Bowl error that go down in the annals. You hear about them all the time, really. But it's just unfortunate when it happens in a match like this, which is like a knockout tournament. Because now any dodges, any risky play, there's no rerolls as well. So Pyro will be quite happy just to sit back from there. And what to do? See, there's no threat because they move back. The blitz was always going to be here, so he's the most dangerous player, both in terms of hitting and scoring. So actually moving this guy back, I would prefer to see him go forward, and yet maybe you leave a slight gap where they can come in. But if you're doing that, then the blitz is coming over here on a rotter. Agility 2. Oh, it's agility 2. Okay. Creates difficulties, doesn't it? Agility 2 rotter. I don't know. I don't know how valuable he is as a piece. Is he better than the loner? Not sure. Not sure he is. Okay, so he's just going to come in and base. Maybe move the beast up. I'm not sure how that progresses the play so much, because he's going to have to get him up and probably dodge him. Probably dodge him with no reroll, because I wonder whether the blitz on the gut runner, push him against sidelines, might have been more effective, and it kind of frees him up as well. So we've now got Beast has a friend. Beast goes in here, I suppose. No, it goes the other way. It goes the other way. What have I missed? He's got to come up as well, hasn't he? Just to sort of be a nuisance. Like this is agility 2 as we earlier on. It's protecting, because this guy is loitering, isn't he? We might get a zap next turn, possibly a fireball. And see if they can get in, grab the ball. He's already on 3 SPPs. Get in, grab the ball, and run away with it. Is this going to be a dodge? Right, he's going backwards again. I think he's trying to protect him. I just think he's going to run out of time to push up. He probably needs like another turn. Like there's some nice dodging going on. You might as well have a foul as well. You've got a bribe. I wonder whether everyone's just sort of forgotten that they've got bribes. That can happen. Okay, claw on the beast. Down he goes. He's stunned. So that's going to be sort of game on now. There's going to be some basing going on. The gutter runner's going to be thrown around, and then we'll get the wizard for turn 15. Okay, and this guy runner probably just goes back. Or possibly even, yeah, maybe just back one. We don't want a hole. Okay, there's a failed dodge. Does he think it's worth it? Does he think it's going to overtime? Or does he think he's got it? 3 rerolls. Okay. Trying to protect. So you've also got your fastest piece is quite central, isn't he? Because Jungle's trying to protect him. maybe a dodge, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is possible as well. Okay, I think it's coming through here. He needs him to be removed. He needs to take both down. Okay, did not get what's needed. 4 and a 1. I think it's reasonably easy to swarm him, isn't it? There's going to be possibly a handoff at some point, but he kind of needs to keep them together. Yeah. Does lend itself to quite a tasty fireball. And all you really need from that, 1, 2 down. And that's it. And if the ball carrier goes down, it's probably going to bounce out and round, and away they go. It's impossible for Chunk there, because there's no space on the pitch to play around the wizard. So you can't kind of do your floaty cage. It's the tight cage. Just try and base it up. Gut runners, because he knows that the wizard's probably coming. And here we go. Is Pyro going to go for it? Of course, the other thing you might do is just zap him. Get the ball on the floor. No, there's the fireball. Let's see. 1, 2. Okay. That's not a bad result for Chunk. He's just trying to protect it first, but then we might get a 2 dice here. He can't, and then it's like a dodge. The other thing he could do is actually move him in there, get your 2 dice, hopefully knock him down. If you knock him down, then you've got a blitz here, 2 dice. Okay, he's gone that route. That's fair enough. It's what you do to actually get the dice you need. Now, do you push a gutter runner in there and then you've got your 2 dice? You go with this one, okay. Yeah. And then he's hoping to skill this gutter runner, hopefully getting the ball down. Which does. Needs to follow. And he's looking for a good scatter. Now, of course, it could go doom onto him, and away he goes. That's Blood Bowl. So, Pyro is obviously trying to work out his play after that point. Where's the ball going? Okay, that's not really what Pyro wanted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't see that gut runner there. Okay, away he goes. Hey, how you doing? You alright? I'd rather not tonight because it's getting a bit late, really. Because then if we play off this, I want to kind of maybe look at reviewing another game for this tournament. And then it's like 1 or something before I'm sort of getting to bed, which is a bit late for me. But maybe what we could do after Christmas, we can set up a day for... Did we already do one? I'm not sure, I need to check. But yeah, maybe after Christmas we do like you can start at about 10, can't you? Which is about half an hour ago, and then we'll do that. Is that alright? Okay, so I was sort of looking at the other screen there. So I imagine what's happened is he's just come down here with Wilk and just chucked it. So then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He can't actually reach. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. Let's do that. It'll just be a bit easier, I think. You're troughs, aren't you? Probably brutalised my elves. I had a little look at the teams. I think I only get 11 with some loners, and I've got higher TV than you. Troughs are the bane of that team, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so Chunk wants to stay in the tournament. He's going to need to get a scoring threat in place. It's either this guy or this guy. I guess the question is, does he blitz the scatter runner and hope to get the POW? You've got another fella just here though, haven't you? So are you better off to go for it? I'm not completely sure. So he's doing a chain push, trying to hit this guy. I just think he'd just run in and pick it up with this guy, really. 1, 2, 3. So he might go try and put a base on it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's out of range. Maybe sort of giving up the game. I don't know, like dice can still happen though. So this is a dodge, isn't it? We got the POW. Hey Billy, how you doing? Good to see ya, or hear ya, or read ya. Hope all is good in your world. We try and do this a little bit more recently. Yeah. Yeah. Good. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, I am good. It's been a pretty shitty year. Like I've been not very well and stuff, but I seem to be a bit better. I had COVID a little while ago, but over it now. Yeah, so I'm just covering a few games. So this is in TRBBL. So this little tournament I've run called Masters of Destiny, and it's basically old teams that retired from the league, and it's a knockout. There we go, that's 2 now. Pyro's come in with, yeah, we all had it, but yeah, we're much better now, which is good. So Pyro's come in with a rookie Skaven team and come into this match about 300 TV down. And you can sort of see what's happened. So the Nurgle haven't really done Nurgle things, but it's quite a young Nurgle team, 1350, 1400, something like that. And that is going to be game. So Pyro will be really happy. Are you doing Bluer at the moment, Philly? Or are you waiting now for Blood Bowl 3? Yeah, yeah. I think a lot of people are already sort of going into that mindset. I remember before Blood Bowl 2. Yeah, yeah. I remember before Blood Bowl 2 came out, it was exactly the same. Yeah, people were just all like knuckling down with Blood Bowl 1. Okay, so all there will be left is a few hits on the line. Now I think there was another Orc game to cover, so I might just run through that after this. Okay, actually rolled a little bit late in the day. Touchback. So Pyro's going to progress last 8 on this. Okay, a few SPPs. So I guess that Inner Beauties might just return to the ladder after this and try to rebuild a little bit more. Probably having a bit of a chat. Take another one down. This is when all the rest go off the pitch, isn't it? Okay, and then I guess the beast. It's a shame. I guess he was hoping that from this match. I'm not even going to try. What is it? Yui Gutigors. There, Yui Gutigors might have levelled, but the rats have held up remarkably well. One badly hurt, 2 badly hurt. Niggle, that's nasty. Okay, and just a few SPPs. Yeah, I mean the Nurgle are quite young, aren't they? So it's just the way it goes. Let's have a little look at this. Okay. So next they got to face Grubnick's boys, who are a pretty nasty orc team. So I'm not sure it'll go quite as well with that. They've got a ton of mighty blow, tackle, guard, pretty well developed. But we're just going to have a look at this one, Greentown Gut Squishers against Avet. Okay. What am I doing? Okay, let's just go and find that game. Just pop that over so that it doesn't give away the result. Yep, Orc v Orc. See you later. Is that what you mean? Good night? Good night, I think. Yeah, so we're set up that match for between Christmas and New Year at some point. One night. Okay, so we've got the saw on the pitch. Oh, we've got a chef. So I think, who was it? So Avic bought a chef. Blimey. What else they got here? Wizard and Babe. So I think Monstrum, is this a fresh orc team? We've got one tackle, block. Okay. I think it might be the Greentown Gut Squishers. Yeah. See you later. Okay. There we go. And Avid have chosen to receive. Yeah, so what they're hoping is for some lucky injuries. So very much the underdogs. And the Gut Squishers immediately get that reroll back. So we're going to come down there. Okay, knock him down. And then it's going to be, I'm not sure about this, because even if you take out Grubrick Breakhearts, you're still wide open for the camera here. Look at it, you've got a block piling on. Right, because that hasn't worked. So it's a free hit here. And they're also very grouped up here. So what they can do is just potentially squeeze them. Let's might come around here just to block that off, and then they bring some players around in this direction. You can move the troll to deal with this and just sort of stand there. There he goes. You see, that's the danger, isn't it? It's kind of against orcs with a chainsaw. I'd be more likely to maybe use it for fouling or something like that. And I would also like to see a bribe if you're going to bring a chainsaw, if you've done that much TV. I think this is quite a bizarre pick. Pylon. Maybe it was a mistake. I don't know why you take Pylon rather than Mighty Blow. Oh, blimey. And then the Wizards. The Wizards happen straight away. Okay, so this is going to be a very different game to our last match that I covered. Okay, just sort of hitting things. It's quite dicey, isn't it, really? It's kind of sort of rolling a lot, but sometimes when you're down a low TV, that's the best thing to do. Clear them out. We've got one bench of it. And we've got quite a big bench for the gut squishers. Well, there's an injury. Mighty blow. Okay. Yeah, double 6 on the injury. Goblin just sort of coming round, so we've got 2 dice here with the thrower. I guess the danger here is they're able to push down here. Is this? That's not. Knock him down and come around here. You think? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it feels to me as if there's a lot of quick play. I suppose I know I'm watching it on the replay and you miss out all the thinking time and all that sort of stuff, but it just strikes me as that sort of thing is going on. Okay, so we've got a blitz on the AV8 on the thrower, right? Getting down? No. So I wonder whether, like, considering the other play, whether that might have actually been a reroll. So if you get him down there and bring him round there. Okay. Okay. Well, the reroll went there. Gosh. Can't keep up with this. crazy play, but there we go. We've got this guy. Yeah. That's quite an easy sack, I imagine. So you just move the goblin round here and blitz round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you've actually got a thrower around here as well. Yep, there we go. Well, I stood him up first, but the ball could go off and go anywhere. Okay. Now he's going to stand him up. Is he going to try and scatter the ball? He might do. Yep. Okay. Right, so let's see what Monstrength can do from this position. Let's just have a quick look. Okay, he's completely out. He's completely out. These two are out. I mean, this guy might be able to dodge. We've got guard here. Yeah, I think he's going to have to dodge round, and then you've got 2 dice here, which then gives you 2 dice here, and then you might have a blitz, try and get the ball, and maybe just run and hope for the best. he's just completely stuck. I mean, he could actually potentially be just a sacrifice. You stand him up, and people go, "Oh, surf, lovely," and do that. When actually you run over here. Hopefully, he doesn't get injured or anything, and then you get it in. We'll see what they do. Okay, does a one die instead. So then the blitz is coming here, I suppose. No, it's not. Okay. Going there. So you can only go there. I assume he's going to pick up the ball. Or try to pick up the ball. Right. God goes in here, right? Has to. Okay, he should be there before anything else happens, I think. Oh, he's already stood him up. Okay. I was looking at this, and then possibly a blitz here, and then you can one die him off. Now, Daxa might have some different idea that I haven't seen. Okay. So that was here, 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 here. Just go this way. So again, it feels like very fast play to me. You just sort of need to slow it down a little bit. The troll just has to stay there. Bring him in. Okay. Okay. Very dicey stuff. Yeah. Oh. Okay, so then he needs to 2 dice him off and then come and get the ball. Oh, that's a good hit. There's a lot of orc smash going on, like kind of some of the hits feel ambitious. The troll is nicely isolated, so I do like that. Doesn't care. Troll does not care one bit. Trying to get off the sideline. So troll with guard and stand firm, it's just all that a troll needs, isn't it? Trying to free up some players over here. there going to be like some crazy dodges going on? Red dice. Oh, all the dodges. Right, he needs to make sure that he stands this player up before surfing. Okay, so he didn't do that. Rolled the 2. Immediately loner. Passed it. Off he goes. Okay. So it goes in the right direction for more strength. Okay, troll goes down. So just seeing like red dice for fun. Is Goblin going to come in and try and get it? Had a go. Falls to the Black Orc. So this is quite a meaningless block. So there's something about the order here, isn't there, as well, where things that aren't part of the action, or potentially part of the action, so he didn't follow him up either. So 3, 4, 5, go, 1, 2, 3, 4. So potentially he could be in range. Let's see whether it gets picked up and whether he actually has a go at getting in range. Pin them against the side. Clear him off. I guess move the goblin up as well. You need to go for it as well. 1 and 1 more. 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're looking at a combo here of a handoff and pass. Surf time as well. And then we've got a goblin pass, which is always dicey at the best of times. Gets it in the air. Ah, failed the catch. Unlucky. Worth a shot. Okay, Chef got 2 out of 6. You know, quite close to average. I mean, if you're looking for 1 more overall, I suppose, for your standard Chef. And how are we looking on numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. 2 of them are goblins. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 v 11. We've got a... yeah. So the goblins are going off the pitch. Keeping one on. Maybe for fouling. Or just goblin shenanigans. Pitch invasion. Oh, same. Oh, we're on the wrong. So the gut squishers are able to just sort of take their blocks here. This really deep defence, I'm not pretty sure the value of it. Against an orc team. Like, I understand that you might do that if you're up against kind of elves or rats or something like that. See, they're so far back that there's not much that they can do. We might have a blitz coming here. 1, 2, 3, 4, go for it. Or 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. And then, so he's leaving them in there. Okay, so again, it's a lack of sort of just sort of patience, I think. Just to make sure that the blocks you are throwing are the right blocks. Because we had a 2 dice here immediately, and then you knock that down, and you follow up, and then you've got your 2 dice that you need. So this is just like, if it's just a little bit slower, then it's a little bit better overall. I think that happens anyway, so it gets numbers. But for me, I've been down here, I suppose. Uh-oh. I need to have that covered. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go. I mean, it's only a 1 die, but it might be a really good shot to get the ball on the floor. Okay, so maybe coming around this way instead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, he's going around and go for it. Works and knock him down this way. Although, where's the ball go? Right, so you can bring him in here, and now there's a huge amount of pressure. Just push him out. You might be. There's a point where sometimes you have to stop. I think. You know, so sometimes you've got all your bases in place and you've got the ball on the floor, and it can work really well, and you can knock them down and kind of maybe remove a player or something like that. But also, there's other times where you just roll a skull and you free up players that you don't need to free up. Because we've covered the ball, but again, it's just going to be really hard to protect it. It's I mean, orcs like things to be very simple and just here's my ball carrier, and I've got lots of people around. Let's see, there might be a 1 die here, and then I dodge. But this guard is very nicely positioned because you cannot quite get in here. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So again, just orcs meeting in the middle of the pitch and having a real kind of slugfest. There is a huge amount of 1 dies going on. Oh. We've got a safety back here, but that's a safety who moves 5. So we're starting over here, which suggests that he's going to push up this way. So I'm trying to work out, so here he goes, and then maybe the goblin comes around to create some sort of mini screen. He comes over here, and then the blitzer comes in and does something here. Troll has guard, okay. So it might be you get your 2 dice here. He comes and just bases him, and you create like a mini screen over here. But I think if you're going to do that, you might want to blitz with this guy, and then you can get knock him down, or even if you don't knock him down, you can push him to there. 2, 3, 4, go for it. Knock him down, you follow. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and it just creates more questions for the orcs, and you're able to create a more secure screen over here. I mean, I say that, and then it just does that. So that works as well, equally well. Okay, so yeah, so he has freed this player up, which makes sense. I would have thought that would be a follow as well. Just do encourage your opponent to have to roll some more dice. So he's keeping the guard very close to the thrower, which is great. It's good protection, isn't it? You want to base him, I think? Yeah. Okay, I would imagine just stay there. See, I thought that there might be a blitz coming in here. If you cancel this, you get a 1 die, and he's got no defensive skills. It's not awful, is it? It just comes up the wing. So he could. That's great. So he could come up here and then you could blitz, and then go 1, 2, 3, and then you can move your thrower in there. You've got your eye cage, so with guard either side, and there's no way that he can get a clean hit on him. And obviously with shrimp 4 around, you can usually be able to get just kind of like a 1 die or something like that. So this needs to be guard. So the problem that Monster and Aviat has got is that there's no real pressure on the ball. So there's some really good pressure over here, and then they just sort of went over this way. And what they've done is they've tried to reposition by dropping deep, but also fighting over here. So it's a bit of a kind of in the middle. It's not really doing anything. See, I don't really understand why they're retreating so much there. I think especially the Black Orc. Okay, it's good to get rid of the Goblin, and you've got this guard based. This Black Orc especially, this Black Orc should be in there being a nuisance, being annoying. So more one dies. Okay, is that just a block? Another one. I think we're just having like kind of a couple in there. It's too easy for them to deal with. He's not asking enough questions. So people are kind of out of position a little bit over here. So really, he just comes down here and he moves up in here. Okay, there he goes over there. So how... Oh, he's not quite sure. He goes round there. So how do you protect this side? Oh, you don't. Okay. I wouldn't hate a 4+ dodge here. Move this guy up maybe, and then just 4+. No rerolls, but that gives it 2 dice and gets the ball on the floor. I think time running out. What else do you do? Okay, so that was good. Sort of creating the space, getting the hit. Just unlucky on the hit itself. But I'm still not sure about this Black Orc and the thrower back here. He's going to come around here. He needs to get into range though. One, two. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, runs it in. So the gut squishers going to the lead. And I think it's just a couple of turns, so as you know, Orcs really struggle to score into. So, I mean, they'll have a go at getting it into overtime. And it's not impossible. We need to push down one side, I suppose, with the blitzers, get 2 down there. Okay, that's going to make it hard. Okay. So there, he went with the Black Orc. Now, I don't mind Black Orc going in as an assist, but really you want to be blitzing with block at that point, because that happening just means that you've got no shot. And if you're going to blitz down there, you also need to move these down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you've got these 2, 1, 2, 3. Who are scoring threats. But that's game. And we'll just see what happens in the last turn. Okay. Just updating the tournament. Now it looks like that. So we've got a Terrible Idea versus Grubsnick's Boys. I think it's hard to look past Grubsnick's Boys for that one with all the mighty blow and tackle, but you never know. Rats can do things. And then we've got the Dark Judges against the Greentown Gut Squishers. I think this undead team are just, they're going to overpower them. They're just an immense juggernaut of a team. So it'd be interesting to see how they go. I might try and cover that match and see what happens. But let's just get rid of that. And with that, I'm going to wrap things up. So thanks for dropping in, those that have. And I will also pop this up on YouTube. And I will see you next time.